Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video. So today the window regulator, actually it was yesterday, the window regulator got delivered. And so now I've got a brand spanking new driver rear window regulator with the motor. And like the second day driving this thing again, I had all the windows down and all the windows rolled up. This one rolled up about this far, and then it just went boom and fell in the door. The motor still works, but I haven't even taken it apart yet. So I just popped this little clip off, and it's got two 10mm bolts in here. You have to use a 1/4-inch drive with a really skinny 10mm, because I had a little bit fatter 10mm. Like even this 10mm here, it's too fat around, and it just catches on the sides, and it actually won't pull it doesn't go in there far enough to pull the bolt out. So I had to use this tiny little skinny 10mm. You get these two, and then I think the rest is just held on by clips, and then all the clips pop off. Yeah, and this little trim ring around the handle. Yeah, so it's already pretty loose down here, and then you just have to make sure that your lock button or the lock thing, whenever you're putting the panel back on, you really have to line that up, and just make sure when you pull it off that you get this pushed down and it clears, or else you will break the tip off of these. And I mean, they're not super hard to change, they just unscrew and screw a new one on, but it's still a pain in the ass, and you have to take the door panel off to change it anyways. So but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting this door panel off, and I'll give you guys another update. Alright you guys, so got the door panel off. It's right here. So yeah, like I say, you just lift up and you can see how easy this is to break. It'll snap off about right here. But yeah, so you got this trim ring, it just pops off. It has these two little metal tabs. I just used this flathead screwdriver and just popped it right under around the edge like that, and just kind of twisted, and it popped it out some. I was able to get my fingers behind it and pull it out, and see those clips just clip in here. And yeah, and then it has this one plug on it, and I also use the flathead screwdriver, and I just stick it right down in here like this while it's plugged in, and then you just bend it out like that, and it will press that in, and you'll be able to pull the plug out. Super easy. Yeah, as you can see, there's the regulator. This is common stuff, so not surprised it happened. That one had just broke not long ago, and I replaced it, and then this one broke. So it's all right though. I'm gonna get this thing fixed. So next thing, I've got to push the window up in its track some, so I can get both of the bolts undone to pull the window out. And then I've just got a series of 10mm bolts all around. I believe you got to pull this. Oh no, that's for the door handle. So yeah, we just got to undo all these bolts that hold in this regulator, and we'll have this thing out of here in just a few minutes. So y'all give me a few, I'll give you guys another update. All right y'all, so I just took the window, pushed it up a little bit, so this raised. I was able to get to both of the 10mm bolts. They're both right here, and I used the same socket and everything, got those out, and then I just pushed the window up, and the seal kind of holds it up in place. And then if we go over here, this is the left rear door. So it says we have 3 of these, A, B, and C. So no, we've got A is probably behind this little tab here. Bam, there it is. So that one's a 10 nut. Whoop. So there's A, B, and C. Cool. That was quick. And then I'm pretty sure this piece has to come out. And then I just need to unplug my power, which I'll do the same thing with that flathead screwdriver, just like I did for this plug, and you just slide it up right there. You know, kind of twist your screwdriver and it'll pop that right out, and then I'll be able to pull this whole regulator out of here. Alright guys, super simple, same style plug. And like I said, yeah, while it's plugged in, you just take your screwdriver, slide it up in there, and then twist it out like this, and that will press in that tab, and you'll be able to pull it right out. And then look, you can see this piece broke, and it let this cable come out of its place in here with the spring, and that's why it's not working. The motor is still good, and it unbolts from this side with some 8 mils, 3 8 mils. So I'm gonna save the motor because I know it's still good, and I'm probably gonna save these little pieces and these rubber things because I have seen these break before on some cars. They're plastic, and these metals are an upgrade. Off like the Buicks, they use these same style. So yeah, so I'm gonna keep that. Now I'm gonna open up this new one, go ahead and get this new regulator set back up in here in place. I gotta fish out the nut for the very top. It fell down in here somewhere, so I've got to find the nut, and we'll start getting this thing put back together. Alright y'all, so I just got the new regulator opened up, and so right now it's all the way up and this one's all the way down. But I mean, they are kind of similar. So one thing I did notice was, so on this original, this has the bolt that goes through like this and tightens these down. On this new one, these kind of go onto the regulator itself a little bit different. So they go in this hole, and then it has a stud that goes through the actual hole there, and it's like welded in on this back side. And so that means in order for me to tighten down this window, I'm going to have to tighten these down from the back side instead of just putting the bolt in from the front side. Yeah, see, they came with these little silver nuts. So that is definitely a difference. And then also, instead of having the power port right on the motor, this one has a long cord, which I guess is okay. But yeah, these are definitely set up a little bit differently. And yeah, I'm just I kind of don't like how this situation is set up. But I guess I'm going to try to get this in here. I'm going to have to plug in the plug and lower it and stick this in place, and then try to get these bolted in and get the window set in place of it and go from there. So y'all give me a few, and I'll give you guys another update. Alright you guys, so figured it out. I'm a dumbass, so it needed to be turned around the other way. See how the bracket goes? See, these screw in from this side and tighten down that piece on the back side. I just had it face backwards. It even shows me right there in the picture. I'm just a dumbass, I guess. So, but I've got my nut for up here, up top, and then 2 nuts for down here. Then one of these goes here, and the other one goes there. So I'm about to get this set in here now and get it plugged in and start getting everything bolted back down, and I'll give you guys another update. Alright guys, so that was quick. So I got the regulator back in there, got my bolts lined up and back in, tightened down. So now I just want to grab the glass and slide it back down until it sits in the regulator. Alright, now I can tighten down the studs. Looks like everything's in there nice and how it's supposed to be. So I'm just going to tighten these down by hand for now. Ooh, that one I'm going to have to probably lift up a little bit. That one's way over there. Oh, looks like it needs to come down a little more. Alright, I'm going to get this to where it's sitting right, and I'll give you guys another update. Alright, you guys, so got the window regulator all bolted in, got it plugged in. So got the one on the left, you can get through this hole, kind of snug it down, and then roll your window switch down, and then whenever it goes down, you tighten the other one right here through this hole. But yeah, that's it. Window goes up, window goes down. So there we go. Now I can go ahead and pop this door panel back on, make sure all these clips pop back into place. You got to make sure you get your door lock through the hole under here. And yeah, I've already got it plugged in, so it's ready to pop back on here and get it bolted back down, get the trim piece back on, and we're good to go. So I'm going to get this door panel back on, and I'll give you another update. Alright, you guys, so it's all back together. Got my 2 bolts in, put the trim back on, clip that piece on. Made sure to line up my door lock before I put the door panel on. Got all the clips popped into place. So there we go. Window is now fixed. So stoked on that because it's been down for like a week and a half. And yeah, she all back together. So got this old broke junk one out of the way. And I ended up taking the rubber pieces off of these old brackets and using them with the new regulator, because when I was pushing the glass down, it was wanting to pull this rubber piece off of its notch, and the ones that came on these had a longer piece that come down with the hole for the bolt to go through, and so that stud that was welded on there worked perfect for that, to hold it in place, and everything worked perfect. So but there we go, new regulator is in. And yeah, I mean, even with filming this, this only took maybe 30 minutes, so not that big of a deal. Pretty simple. And you only need a 10mm and a flathead screwdriver, and that's really all the tools you need. So yep, that's the video. So if you liked the video, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below if it helped you out in any way, and hit the subscribe button for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.